So when you're finding partners to work with in different markets, you make sure that they're successful. Look at this beast over here. He ain't messing around. You guys are checking out the gun show? Oh no, you're probably just looking out into the wilderness and the nothingness around here. We are heading down to Maricopa, and I'm not talking about the city. Well, I'm talking about the city, not the county. There's nothing between here. Literally, I feel like I'm ready to fall asleep right in the desert with nothing. No stores, no gas stations, no supermarkets, literally nothing, zilch nada. So when you drive out here, make sure you have a full tank of gas. Otherwise, you got a long walk home and bad reception. No, the reality is, why am I driving so far away right now? Typically, I do like to keep good economies of scale and focus in a certain radius to maximize my time. However, in a saturated market, in our market right now, we're currently in February 2020 in Arizona. Our market's looking super strong. Our inventory levels are super low. So prices are rising dramatically fast. Interest rates, again, are super low. So we've got strong demand and low supply. When those variables come together, then you have to adapt to the market conditions, which means that you may have to spread out your radius, you may have to modify your buy box, and that's what I'm doing here. Because of the lack of deal flow and because of the high demand, I've expanded my buy box. I'm coming out here because they don't have a lot of rental properties, so competition is a lot less. I'm going after the deals. There's still strong demand out here. It's a 45-minute drive. Typically, I like to stay within 30 minutes, but due to the fact there's no apartments out here, rents are super strong, and I can still buy less than what's called replacement cost, which means that if you're to just build a home from the ground up, it's going to cost you, say, $200,000. But if I can buy a home for less than that, then that creates so much value because I know that I'm getting a pretty good deal. And people are also willing to drive a little bit further to get that lower income pricing. So from a macro perspective, all those variables align well for the buy and hold model and also for the flip. So if you can get a great deal, it's a little bit further away, but you can start buying more and more out there, then you're creating another economies of scale by working in those other areas and going from there. It doesn't really make sense just to buy one in that area. Right now, I literally just picked up 4 homes, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, in Maricopa, so I can start getting my crews out here. They can jump house to house, and I can get the good economies of scale that I'm always looking to achieve on my other projects in another area. If something changes and all of a sudden people don't want to drive out here or this market slows, then obviously I'll stop buying out here and focus on my general deal flow. Ready to do some business?
Yeah.
So, is this new?
No, I've had it for a while.
Good for you, beast mode.
Yeah.
I like that. So, when you're finding partners to work with in different markets, you make sure that they're successful. Look at this beast over here. He ain't messing around. So part of what I was talking about when you're looking at acquisitions and it's further away outside of your core competency, you want to find an expert in that market. You want to collaborate with them, double check on numbers. They know the market best when they're literally, in the thickness. If they're in the trees in that market, they know what's going on. I have got a forest peripheral vision, but obviously we're in there directly into that channel, and they're directly in the forest. They got a great tape. They know how fast those homes can sell for because they're in the thickness. They're literally getting the direct calls from the buyers. They know what the tenants are willing to pay. So it's important to have that collaboration. And in return, if he calls me on a deal in my jurisdiction that I work mostly, then I can return that favor. So I always recommend having these good strategic alliances with people to keep your finger on the pulse of that market because every market's a little bit different. Every jurisdiction's a little bit different, demand, supply, etc. So you want to stay on top of that always and create those great strategic alliances. Let's go inside and see the newest Zacquisition, and we'll see what we got. Hopefully it's a good one, and we'll rock and roll. They said the key's in the electrical box, so we'll see. So I'm gonna have my painter meet us down here right now, and then we'll get a lockbox on here. We'll get it painted, cleaned, then you can start marketing it, and we'll rock and roll. On this particular one, because I bought it from a reputable wholesale guy and he sends me accurate pictures, until you establish a long-term relationship, you never buy on pictures. But because I have a great relationship and I buy 50% of my inventory from this particular wholesaler, I'm good with it. I also had a home around the corner and reviewed that, so I felt good. I'd driven by the house. I've never physically been in, but I got 70 pictures of it, so I know what to expect, but obviously I've not physically been in the home until right now, and I've already closed on it. We just recorded this morning, so we're about to walk in. Clearly, we're gonna clean up some landscaping, get some paint going. It's a great community. You got an elementary school, which I love, down the street. It's super important. And what's the projection on this bad boy? How fast are we gonna sell it?
Probably 35 to 45 days.
There it is. So if you can turn inventory that fast, you're doing something really, really well. Let's check it out. I love tenants and those rude calls from them. Can I be credited days? Oh yeah, this is great. They left all the furniture. Smells like urine in here. I love the brick on here. That's nice. Actually, this paint is not even bad, and I like this brick walls. Yeah, we may just need some touch-ups. Wow, we're gonna need a donation center for this bad boy. Minus the smell on the carpet, we're all good to go. Got the gloves here, I wouldn't really touch anything with your extra fridges over here. This is fantastic. Wow, it's a full house of furniture. Get a donation for this bad boy. Crazy. TVs, those blinds are nice. But yeah, if you got a VA or pickup or you want the tax donation, you could take it, you know? Awesome. So that's what you're talking about in the collaboration and working together. This house is in great shape. What do we want to do? Maybe we keep this thing. Pretty nice.
I feel like there's definitely a market for that here, so.
Okay, so we'll keep it. If it becomes an issue, we can always provide a credit or allowance. So it's easy to overthink something that you see as weird. Some people love that. Those things happen to be like $4,000. I mean, they're super expensive. You got the handhelds. So if you have an elderly person or someone who wants to sit down in the bathroom, it's easy to overthink things. Again, this would not really work for me. It's got some sort of jacuzzi tub and different things, but you got a handheld. So again, some people want it. If you don't want it, simply rip this out and you got general plumbing and go from there. Tiles in good shape. Clearly they've had dogs and animals in here, but there's no busted doors. You know, if you're a Broncos fan, a Suns fan, you got some sort of veteran stuff in here, super cool. Who knows what other treasures may be in here. Cowboy boots, what else is in here? I mean, they got a full thing of stuff in here, it's nuts. Literally every, 7th edition of Real Estate Practices, Principles and Practicing, Alfred Ring. Here we go. This is something, now you only need the 7-figure investor pro. You won't even need this. This is called obsolete. Let's go. What else we got in this bad boy? Always gems. Look at this thing. Cards. Always great stuff. All right. I'm gonna make sure that they're not leaving anything else. It's super important. I'm not sure the guy left a wallet in here. Thousands of dollars in cash, don't think so. But we'll go from there. We wanna make sure if there's any money or valuables, we certainly wanna get it back to the family. Again, we always wanna be transparent about that and go from there. Even TVs and things, I'm gonna make sure that, again, I don't wanna touch anyone's personal stuff. I only care about the house. If there is something of value, we always take pride in calling them because it's their own belongings. We want nothing to do with that. All right, but I'm really excited about this house. It's got some super cute brick, really nice curb appeal. Let's check out the yard and the rest of the home. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Great yard. Super cute property. It's even got artificial turf back here. Nice quiet yard. It's a great property. You still like the 30 to 45 days?
Yeah.
Love it. That's little wheelbarrow for the boys. We'll get rid of the weeds. Good landscape cleanup. How nice that other landscaping on those houses came out nice. Yeah. Where I'm expecting an offer on the other, so we have another one that we did right around the corner, and then Michael's also a co-listing agent on that deal, which is nice because he gets credit for it, gets exposure, hopefully picks up buyers. So when you're creating these strategic alliances, you literally got to put him in the deal, and hopefully he picks up a buyer. But if not, he's also getting exposure to grow his business locally and branding for him, which is super important. I don't work retail, but he does, so we want to focus on our core competencies when we're doing these joint ventures.
So far, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The traffic has been really good, and these are the types of houses down here right now in Maricopa that are just flying off the shelf 30 to 45 days. This is an entry-level house all day, so this is going to appeal to the FHA market, which we just don't have inventory of. So as soon as you gave me the opportunity to do it, I jumped, no problem.
And that's the whole point, is you set up somebody with an opportunity, they know you're a real player. It's not like a one-off, hey, can you help me with one deal? No, already in the first month, we have 4 properties. This is the 3rd. I have another one I'm waiting for keys on and goals to work. So if we could do 50 JVs potentially a year, that's a sizable deal. It's gonna help with his signs, his marketing and branding, and those are the type of things that you bring to the table for another agent. In return, it helps me because I don't wanna drive 2 hours round trip out to these assets. I can rely on him to help with photos and marketing and open houses, which in turn will enable me to turn these assets as quickly as possible and redeploy that money into a new asset. So time is money, but in strategic relationships, again, we spoke all the time about what's it going to take to make it in this business. It's these relationships with everybody from title to other agents to wholesalers, etc. And I'm greatly appreciative of this relationship. We're going to continue to grow, one house at a time over the long term. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's go check out the rest of this house, and it's always exciting coming in to see what you find and what other treasures, and go from there. But I mean, we got stainless steel appliances. The counters are in good shape. I mean, this is Everything's rocking. This is great. I mean, this is for an entry-level buyer. Everything's super clean. Cabinets are maple, good clean down. I mean, comes with all the spices you can want. I mean, boys, let's see what that. I mean, probably enough food in here to make a little lunch. I mean, I may be serving us. We do. You want a little peanut butter and jelly, some ice cream? I mean, I got you covered. Maybe a little boost. I know you're not feeling good. I got a boost for you. Hey, we're good. I mean, we may boost these bad boys up. I think we're good. That's going to be our lunch today. Sorry, Luigi. All right. Nice pantry. Look at this. I mean, let's donate all this food to the shelter. That'll be good. Yeah, it's going to be, but obviously right here, we're going to pull this wallpaper, super ugly, get this off, get it all painted up, but everything's looking pretty good. I mean, in terms of even paint touch-up, these walls look good. I really just want to get that wallpaper out of here. But yeah, definitely donate these couches. The other thing I do that I like to do is offer my crews, if they come in here and Michael doesn't have somebody for the VA, or I always want to donate, but I give my crews the first option if they need stuff for their homes or whatnot, that they can take it as well. So you want to help whoever is helping you out as well. Let's go see the rest of this. Spacious home, really, really nice. Super pleased with it. Full bedroom sets, I mean, all brand new. This is nice. I don't know if it was a death situation or they moved to a healthcare situation. Not sure. There's probably termites here. You can see that. But yeah, whatever it is, I don't get into the personal stuff. Go from there. Definitely smells like dog in here. But there's so we got 1, 2. Oh, it's a 2-bedroom or a 4? I thought it was a. Oh wow, another one over here. We got a whole 4-bedroom. This thing's great. And then the garage. So we can put on a door so we could frame it in. We'll leave this as an office. I don't think it's gonna matter. It's a big home and go from there. Here it is though. I spoke about CDs in these other homes and we got, this is important, Johnny Cash, Clay Walker, Clint Black. I mean, this is the important stuff. Buddy Holly, John Michael Montgomery's greatest hits, and Brooks and Dunn. Full good CDs. We're rocking, guys. Got to increase the music collection and books. Again, we don't have to worry about the real estate books. We got everything covered from A to Z here in the course. So you can get rid of all those old books and just focus on the new way of doing business. 7-Figure Investor Pro. We'll see you at the backside. LR. Let's open this bad boy. L left 49 2071. Let's see. Left 49. Oh! Turn off the camera. Loaded in cash. No, I'm just joking. This is a nice safe.
That is a nice safe.
These are expensive. Oh yeah. Nothing in here, but it looks good. So what I want to do is I'm going to call the family right now and make sure that they're not coming back for anything. And then I'll have crews come in, and do you have like a VA or someone that wants this stuff? Or?
Yeah, I can reach out, and then
okay.
from the local food bank, I can reach out to them and just say, hey,
perfect.
I'm gonna bring over a couple boxes of food for you guys.
Perfect.
So.
Awesome. That's huge. I mean, again, that timing and then the goodwill, they like that. It gives him a good name in terms of local community and giving back. And even if there's a lot of times when you make these donations, you get a tax deduction, which obviously I'm just going to give to Michael and go from there, which is nice. So we could use that, which is helpful. I mean, when you're driving fancy cars, you're making big money, you need deductions.
That's right.
There you go.
Amen.
All right, let me call it. Let's see this. This door looks like it may need replacing. Let's see here what's going on here. This is not even, oh, it is a solid core. Okay, cool. Look what else is in here. Unbelievable. Did they leave some things? My God, my God. Somebody was smoking in here. So I have to paint this, or it's up in all this stuff. But look at all this stuff. My painter's going to be happy with this. There's some treasures. But anyhow, all I care about is the house. We're rocking and rolling. Hey, Patty, it's Zachary. Got in okay. Thank you for leaving the keys. Got everything here. Just want to confirm it's okay to start removing the stuff that's in the home. Obviously, we're going to probably donate it to a local shelter and charity. Just want to get verbal or written authorization from you so that we can start getting this place cleared and cleaned up. I greatly appreciate everything. Thanks again for leaving that key. Please get back to me so that we again can start moving some inventory and getting this house cleaned up. Thank you so much. I'm at 602. Thank you. So it is written in the contract, but I always want to be safe and secure to make sure that they're not planning on coming back today. Today was the day of closing, so technically it belongs to me as the new buyer, but you can never be too sure and too cautious on things. So always take the next step and protect yourself. So always, even in real estate, when in doubt, disclose. When unsure, ask. Always abide by all those, you know, basic fundamentals. It goes a long way for your reputation. Again, I hate to start moving stuff and the guy's moving in some home and he's relying on this furniture or some sort of sale for it because he needs the money. Always respect the sellers and do the best you can to take care of them. So. But the paint, honestly, is, I mean, the whole house is solid. I mean, other than pulling off this wallpaper is good. I'm not so sure about this backsplash. This is definitely gonna, well, it's not, you know what? If this comes off and this is here, the back here, this isn't bad. If we just went with a neutral color, what do you think? Or pull it and paint it?
Yeah, you gotta pull that and paint it.
There you go. Speak to the local expert. I'm quick on the trigger. Countertops are in good shape. Appliances are good. Literally, I think we can get in and out of here in under 3-4 grand. Little landscape cleanup. Place is going to look like a gem. Really, really good. Real excited about this one. You excited about this one?
Yeah, absolutely. This is
It's going to be gone. Gone.
great.
Hey, I'm out here in Maricopa. The house is filled with everything. I'm assuming they're not coming back. Is that the deal? I mean, we have a full house full of nothing's been moved. They're not coming back for anything, and that's in the contract, so we can toss it, or what's the deal?
Yeah, whatever was left, they said that they were just leaving it.
Okay, that's the entire house. So we'll make up plans for donation and whatnot for it and go from there. Do you need a flat screen TV or anything? It's yours if you want it.
What size is it?
Well, what? Let me tell you what it is. Let's see. So you always want to take care of the wholesalers. We're filming out here. Let's see. What is this thing? It is a Sony. It smells like urine, but here it is.
Yeah, no.
Sounds good. Well, I'm going to take a nap in this king-size bed, so we'll get back with you shortly. This must be a California king. This thing's a monster. I like that. Well, I'll bring you a boost, and we'll go from there. I'll talk to you later. Thank you I appreciate our relationship. Thank you for this acquisition, the newest acquisition. I appreciate all the furniture left behind. It's great. I'm sure the local VA will appreciate it. Bye-bye. So there it is from the wholesaler. You heard from him, and obviously in the contract, you always want to protect yourself. So if you're buying from another wholesaler or you're buying from an agent, make sure that it's in writing before you start disposing of anything so that there's no miscommunication or misunderstandings. Again, get anything of relevance and importance, especially when it comes to some sort of monetary value, in writing. Never just go by what you think is right or you closed. You know, double check the contract, follow up, get it in writing. Protect yourself. So we'll make plans, like I said, to donate this. This is a good shade cover. Hold on. This is when you have fun. Come on.
Yeah.
It's called Eagle Eyes. Eagle Eyes. These things are great. I look like I'm ready to go motorcycling or something. Eagle Eyes. This is what happens when you get in here. Little change left over here. Let's rock and roll. What is it? Oh, that's great. This is great. This is how I feel about people that misrepresent things and bad communicators, try and screw me on deals. This goes out to you. This will be taken as a token to let you know how I feel about you. Thanks, Michael.
Oh, look, I got you some new glasses.
These are cool. Run DMC? Yo, my name is Run DMC. I'm here to buy some houses. I already got some spouses. Yo, my name is Run. We're having some fun. I'm with Michael over here. The beer's in the fridge. Newest acquisition. I can't see for shit. Dang, my eyes feel bad. I can't see this thing. Is this a new house or is this built in the 60s? Oh, this shit's new. Yeah, baby. Run. To the boost. Cheers. The newest acquisition. All right. Let's do this. Does it need a shaking? Here it comes. Let's see if it's her. See what we got. Here it is. Here's title. Trash to cash. Zach speaking.
Hey, it's Vicky.
Yeah, Red. This is Red. Vicky from Title.
Yes, it is.
Hi. You're good to record. I'm the new hair to salad dressings, antiques, whole house of furniture. If anybody needs anything, please let us know. It's all going to auction to a VA donation center tomorrow. So we're good. Hit that green light.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. And it's done. Left you a voice message, but it's fine to start clearing out the house. I got it in writing right here. Remotes on counter, and there's a container in kitchen with keys. I believe there's a mailbox key in there. Great. left you a voice message, but it's fine to start clearing out the house. Have it in writing, which means it's all mine now. All right, let's check it for any more massive valuables just in case for the family. We can check that stuff and then we'll rock and roll. I guarantee you, my painter who's on his way, when he comes here, he's gonna have a field day. These guys love all this stuff. He's gonna start loading his car in the truck. Mark my words, we'll still say, hey, Francisco, would you like maybe any of this stuff before we do donations? Just take a few things because we want to donate most. His eyes are going to get as big as this house, I guarantee it. So wait and see. We'll say, hey, bienvenidos, Francisco, ¿y le gusta estas cosas? Oh, sí, de todo, pero unas cosas.
Hola, hola.
Bienvenidos.
How are you?
Todo bien, ¿cómo está usted?
Good.
So, estamos en vivo en cámara ahorita. Hola, Francisco,
Okay.
mi pintador.
Yeah.
So, la gente dejaste todo aquí, vamos a hacer una donación a una compañía local, pero si estás aquí quieres algo, puedes traerlo.
Okay.
¿Estás interesante en algo?
Yes, everything.
Le he dicho, I told you. Él quiere de todo. We'll finish looking for treasures, we out of here.
My God.
Hay muchas cosas, señor, muchas cosas. These are the real
For
deal.
me.
¿Qué talla? Chiquito.
9, 10.
¿En cuál?
Te quedan a ti.
¿Es de mujeres o hombres?
Es hombre.
¿Hombres? ¿Qué
Nice.
talla es?
Como 9.
Es mi talla.
Ajá.
A ver.
Oh, God.
A ver. Let's see. Oh, I never owned a pair of cowboy boots. Look at these bad boys. Ugh. They actually fit me perfectly. Look at that thing. Got myself some boots. Hey, they fit me perfectly. Yo, what's up? Heading to the rodeo. I don't know, I'm not a boots kind of guy. These are nice.
Sí.
Are these
La
great?
La piel es buena, ¿eh?
Oh, es buena la piedra? Está bien. Got my boots.
You got boots, man?
They fit me like a gem. I'm in.
Sí, porque está blandita. Sí, es buena.
So es buena. How do you get these things off? Ugh.
I don't know.
Ugh.
Cuidado, cuidado. Bro,
Ya estamos. All right. Gracias a Francisco.
pusiste guantes, yeah.
Oh, sí, es
¿Quién
necesario.
vivía aquí? ¿Viejitos murieron? o what?
Viejitos, creo. No sé, no conozco ellos.
Creo que sí, se murieron.
So very excited about the newest Zacquisition in boots. So ready for the rodeo. Let's go to the new Zacquisition. And we out. Guys, Zach here, a Trash to Cash, Zack Ventures. Super important when I stress about relationships with everybody in the business. I'm out here in Maricopa, and the number one agent out here is Michael Salgado, and I met him through my actual brokerage. And we came to a meeting one morning. We were both falling asleep at the meeting. Great brokerage, and we said, thank God you came. He says, I do a ton of business in Maricopa. I said, great, I'm looking at doing some deals down there. The market's getting really restricted, so I'm looking at expanding my diversification on my acquisitions. I said, I'd love the opportunity to work with you. He's probably like, this guy's full of shit. He's a fast talker. He dresses like a slob. I said, no, I'll prove it to you. We're the real deal. And fortunately, we forged the relationship. I called him on the first deal. He's already said in open houses. I'm expecting an offer on it tonight in less than a week. We're in the next acquisition right now, and another one that's closing in 30 days. So in one little simple meeting, you put out what you do. You talk about your expertise. I'm blessed to meet Michael. He literally hammers it down here. He helps me on the disposition side, but he also helps me on the acquisition side. We talked about a local expert, and because he runs shop down here and he's got buyers left and right and he understands tenants' needs and pricing, that helps me with a lot more confidence on the buy side when I said, hey, Michael, I'm looking at this deal. What do you think? These are my numbers. Does this conform to what you're seeing down there? So to play that off, an expert in those markets, forge relationships with the local professional agents and other buyers that you can trust each other. He's not going to do an end run around me and try and steal my deals, because we care about the longevity and the long-term nature of the relationship. So how do you feel about working with me, and what do you see us doing in the future?
No, so Zach, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely awesome to have an opportunity to work in more of a new age or non-conventional way, working with these houses. Definitely it's good for you because it gives us the quick flip. I know kind of the market down here, but it also helps me and my team because it allows us to get in here to do open houses on assets that maybe not necessarily ours per se via contract, but by forging the relationship with you, it allows us to actually sit the house, get into the public, and then they see us as being the experts down here, and they say, hey man, you guys are doing things that are non-conventional and we like it. So I'm starting to literally get calls of people and saying, hey, do you have anything coming up? Which is unheard of in the market as recently as last year, but now it's something where, you know, that's our market.
Right, and for those guys also, to Michael have off-market deals and new exposure on stuff, that provides a lot of value for those clients. Hey, what's coming up? We see that you're running shop, doing open houses, you're actually really active in this market, and he's like, whoa, I got an investor that's got 5 homes that are under construction right now coming up. He can pre-sell those, and those clients really appreciate that, because when you have non-listed inventory, you're bringing something very unique to the market that buyers and tenants truly appreciate. So I really appreciate the relationship. He's an amazing guy. If you're in Maricopa and you're looking for a top agent, here's your guy for retail representation, investment ideas, etc. Reach out to Michael. We'll provide you his contact information and make sure that you get the best representation out here. So blessed to have this relationship. We just want to move a ton of homes together and grow this thing as big as possible. So grateful.
All right, thanks man.
Thank you.